it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger.
Hey guys, it's Maniac here, and I'm going to bring you a little commentary talking about my top 10 favorite games of all time. And when I say of all time, I mean out of everything. These are my favorite games that I play. No, I'm not a 14-year-old squeaker who only loves Call of Duty. I'm actually 19 years old, and I've been playing since the year of 1992 when I was born. So I've been playing everything. So I'm a Nintendo kid, so most of these are Nintendo. I think 9 of them are Nintendo. So you just got to deal with it there. And let's just hop right into it, because I'm gonna give a little brief description about each game and whatnot. My 10th favorite game of all time, despite what I just said. I love number 10 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex. And when I say Call of Duty Modern Warfare Reflex, I'm talking about COD 4. COD 4 for the Wii. I don't like COD 4 for Xbox PS3, but COD 4 for the Wii has a huge selection of memories, and it has great graphics compared to the other Call of Duties, and we didn't miss much out on that game for the Wii version, you know. The only things we were missing was voice chat and eavesdrop, so that's about that. Number 9, my number 9 favorite game is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Believe it or not, I've played that game. That is the game I have the most hours played on out of anything, and it was kind of weird placing it as number 9. A lot of people would expect it, knowing me and my family, a lot of people would expect that around number 2, because I have played that game for 1,300 hours. The game came out in 2008, and my white Wii started rejecting that game in November of 2009, so I got a year and a half out of that game, and 1,300 hours on that. Me and Riot together, before even Call of Duty was with us, we would play that. So I have a shitload of time on that, and I've mastered every single character, and I'm pretty sure you could choose my character and I'll still win. I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but Brawl is literally, I've mastered that game. Moving on to number 8 is the Pokemon Hoenn series. When I say Hoenn series, I'm talking about Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Those games are great. I love Pokemon, even though I'm 19. So those of you who played Pokemon, especially those of you who have been playing Pokemon for a while, know what I'm talking about. That's a very good game. The story is great. It's the last game before Pokemon got really, really crappy. Sinnoh has just went downhill, but Hoenn is great. Great storyline, great characters, great bad guys, great Pokemon, and yeah. And number 7 itself is pretty much the same exact thing, but a little different actually. Pokemon Johto series, which is Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. Those are great, and it only ranks higher than Hoenn because it relates to Kanto. You get, not only do you get 2 regions, but the Pokemon are friendly. The story is just great. You get to see Blue take over Viridian Gym 3 years later after Red just destroyed Team Rocket, and it's just great. It's great to see the relation between the 2 stories, and then the 16 badges in total is pretty sick. So, my number 6 favorite game is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance. If you have not played that game, I highly recommend getting that game. It is literally great. Wow, that's a good game. The Cackletta, the characters, just the humor is hilarious. They made 2 sequels, which are really good as well, but not good enough to break my top 10, but they're a really good game. The storyline is awesome. Final boss is, you're just scared shitless when you're playing against him. Humor's awesome in that game. I've beaten that game about 25 times. My highest levels I had my characters were 39, so it's not really that high. I mean, it's higher than the average storyline, but 39, you know. If anybody has played that, you know what I'm talking about. Number 5 is good old Super Mario 64 from 1996. That game came out on the Nintendo 64. That game is so good. The entire game only has 13 levels, but yet each level can take you about 45 minutes to an hour and a half maximum. So much stuff to do on that game. My gosh, there's like literally so much stuff to do in that game. It's a one-time game only. Like if you're gonna play that game, you're gonna play it like once every 5 to 10 years, and then you don't want to play again. But it's because it takes so long, and it's just so good. Moving on to my number 4 favorite game. Number 4 is Paper Mario 2: The Thousand Year Door. Oh wow, that's a good game. So much to say about it. There's just so much to say about it. All the characters. I think the major function about that game is all the characters are likable. I love Vivian, I love Dupless, I love Bobbery, I love Paper Mario himself, Koops, Flurry. They're all great. They all have great personalities. The storyline is awesome. The boss, again, is scary. And yeah, you bond with the characters. Like you bond with TEC in the moon base, and it's just a really great game. Really, really great game. Yeah, that's my last Mario one on the list. But moving on to number 3 is my favorite game character of all times. Not just game character, favorite character. Out of every single movie, book, TV show, video game, comic, whatever it is, Yoshi. Yoshi is my favorite character of all time. And you ask why? Well, I've loved Yoshi ever since I was little. Very, very little. I love Yoshi just because it's very hard to explain. Not only is he fucking adorable, but he's just awesome. Like, he is the reason why Mario is Mario. And don't judge me, but I'm 19 years old, and I do have a whole bunch of Yoshi things in my box in my closet from when I was like 5 to 10. I collected everything, and I'm not gonna lie, if I see something really sick of Yoshi, like really sick, I'm gonna get it. Don't hate whatever, but I will keep that. I love Yoshi, and so that's why number 3 is Yoshi's Island. If anybody has played that game, great game. It's one of those games where you gotta play one time. Notice when I just called the Moab right there, by the way, it said it's called in 40 Moabs. And I know some of you are going to be like, Arrow, I thought you said you called in like 50 already. That is because when you prestige, it erases a challenge, just like every other challenge. Like when you prestige, you lose your kills on your gun or whatever. Yeah, it just does that too, which means I've had 13 before I was 10th prestige, if that makes any sense to you guys. Just a little clarity there. So yeah, Yoshi's Island is awesome, the bosses are awesome, the story is awesome, the gameplay is awesome, and I fucking love Yoshi. I love Yoshi, and he doesn't even get that many games, but I don't know what it is, I just really love Yoshi. And it's kind of sad, because in Brawl, he is just very, very awful. There's a few characters in Brawl that are just boring to play with, like Lucario and Sheik. But, okay, I'm getting off topic. Yoshi's Island is number 3. Number 2 and number 1 are extremely close, and I honestly want to put them both as 1.5, because I don't know, I feel like there's this huge, just aching soul eater thing on my heart that is poisoning me, and I'm losing my life as I say this, but I decided my number 1 would be different. But my number 2 would be the Pokemon series for the Kanto region, and that's Fire Red, Leaf Green, Red, Blue, and Pokemon Yellow. All 5 of those games count as one game to me because they're basically the same thing. It is great. I love Red, I love Blue, I love Team Rocket, I love the music in that game. God, the music in that game is just amazing, fantastic. That's definitely the best Pokemon, and it's number 2. You can give me a piece of paper, and I can literally draw the entire game on the paper. I can tell you which wild Pokemon are where, what levels, where you can find what, which trainer has what. I've beaten that game, ranging from about 75 to 80 times. And when I say beat, I mean literally started the game over, and yeah, beat it. And my number 1, I've mentioned in 2 videos before. I don't know if anybody hears or pays attention or... Whoa, that guy just teleported. Okay. It is Super-Metroid. Super-Metroid is by far my favorite game of all time. I've beaten this game well over 100 times before. The music is fantastic. The bosses are fantastic. The bosses are hard. The bosses are hard. And that's a 10-hour game, and I can literally sit there and beat that game in about, I think my fastest score was an hour and 58 minutes. And it's a 10-hour game. So I speed run that game, and I'm pretty good at it. But as you can see, the match is coming up to a close. I just want to know what you guys' favorite game is of all time. Don't give me a top 10. Just give me your #1 favorite game of all time. Hopefully I don't see too many Call of Duties. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, alright? Aero Economy Nick, out.